Hey everyone, welcome back to a video series where I dive into the Metroid games and look at the history and lore surrounding them. In our first episode, we actually covered the manga that predates the very first game on the NES. We also covered that game. We've also gone through the first two Metroid Prime games as well. Today, I'm here to round out that trilogy of Metroid Prime with Metroid Prime 3, Corruption for the Nintendo Wii. 6 months after Samus's last game, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, Samus meets with the Galactic Federation and several other bounty hunters on the GFS Olympus and is tasked with eliminating a Phazon-based virus the space pirates had planted in the Aurora unit network. The Aurora is an organic supercomputer much like the mother brain of Chozo origin. Watch the first video in this series to get caught up with all of that. There is a network of thousands of Aurora units, all given personalities and used for government, scientific, and military purposes. Of course, while being briefed, the Olympus is attacked by space pirates. They are dispatched to nearby Norion to arm the defense cannon on the planet against the assault. On the planet, Samus encounters the PED, the Phazon Enhancement Device Squad, who uses PEDs to utilize Phazon by which they are being corrupted. It safely handles the Phazon to enhance their exoskeleton and weapons of their suits without downside to their bodies. It is also during this first mission that Meta Ridley shows up again, attacking Samus and sending them both down an energy shaft. Samus is saved by one of the other bounty hunters while Ridley falls further into the shaft. A Leviathan shows up, heading straight for the planet to spread its Phazon, much like the fate of Ether from Metroid Prime 2. Dark Samus interferes with the bounty hunters, firing the cannon at the Leviathan meteor and takes out all the hunters. Samus barely activates the laser in time to avoid certain destruction. 1 month later, Samus awakens to find she and the other hunters had been corrupted by Phazon. The Federation scientist added a PED to her suit so that she could control it and enter hyper mode. The other 3 hunters Samus was with had all been sent to other planets on missions where Leviathan seeds have been observed but have since lost contact with those hunters. Samus receives orders to destroy each seed and find the MIA hunters. The first planet Samus travels to is Brio, where she performs relatively normal Metroid Prime style combat and exploration. She discovers that the Phazon she has been corrupted with can overload her body with energy and cause her to eventually go insane. She must dispel the Phazon before she becomes like Rundus, whom she finds so far corrupted that he attacks. After his defeat, Dark Samus rushes in to absorb his power. Eventually, she destroys the seed and heads to Skytown Elysia, a Chozo-built flying city populated by sentient robots. Samus cures the Aurora unit there and is attacked by the second of the hunters, Gore, who is a cybernetic enhanced being. Once defeated, Dark Samus once again absorbs him. With the help of the Aurora, a bomb is built which allows Samus inside the Leviathan's shield to defeat the core's guardian, Helios. After being corrupted further with each hunter and guardian defeated, Samus heads to the space pirate homeworld. The planet is so corrupted it is almost completely made of Phazon now. Acid rain on the planet is preventing Samus from reaching the seed, so she partners with a Federation Marine to retrieve the hazard shield. The Marine attempts to kill Samus and reveals herself to be Gondreda, the final of the 3 hunters who has the ability to shapeshift and assume the form of most living beings. After her defeat and absorption from Dark Samus, our hero uses her newly acquired Nova Beam to penetrate the shield and allow the Federation to begin an all-out attack on the space pirates. Samus destroys Omega Ridley, the final guardian of the core, and finds herself in extreme danger of complete Phazon corruption. The Aurora discovers the origin of Phazon on the planet Phase, and the Federation create a wormhole through a Leviathan battleship that they've stolen. Once they arrive, Samus must vent all the energy she has stored up and enter a permanent hyper mode so that she is not taken over completely by the Phazon. Dark Samus fuses with an Aurora unit that is linked with Phase's core and attacks. Samus manages to defeat the foe once more, which destroys the Phazon within her and self-destructs the planet. The Federation escape. Samus reports the mission is completed before flying off back to Elysia to mourn her fellow friends and hunters. It's now that the game ends, and if you manage 100% completion through all collectibles, you get a special ending showing the bounty hunter Sylux following Samus's gunship as it flies off. So, with this being the 100% ending and knowing that Sylux hates the Federation for one reason or another, it's very likely that he will be the main antagonist of Metroid Prime 4, which, by the way, where is that? I do plan on releasing an everything we know type of update on Metroid Prime 4 in the next week or so make sure you subscribe and look out for that. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.